Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live on this August 8th, 2026, on this kind of hot, muggy day here in New York City. Want to welcome you to the 50s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. We're live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream, so sit back for the next 3 hours. And got some cool requests. This is a very eclectic show tonight. And I apologize for being late. Well, I was eating my porterhouse steak. But I had to rush it because I couldn't find two requests. One was on the ABC Paramount record label, and the other one was on the Decca label. I'm not going to say the name of the tunes. Not going to call out anybody. But anyway, I could not find those two records. I found everything else, had to move some things around because I have too many requests for the later 50s show than I do for this show. But I got some comparisons. Karen Efron's got the expensive record of the night because that really qualifies as a collector corner record. I do have one on the Old Town label that I'll be playing. But anyway, we opened up with actually a flip side from the June 13th, 2026 Vinyltreasure Show. I opened up with a tune called Flying Saucer Boogie, okay, and that was the flip side. It was called Things Ain't What They Used to Be, and that is a definite great statement, I'd say. But anyway, and that is a band leader, guitarist from Newport News, Virginia, Tiny Grimes and his Rockin' Highlanders. That's on Ivan Ballin's Gotham record label out of Philadelphia. That was his first of 11 releases on the Gotham record label from 1952. Anyway, so we're going to leave it at that, but I want to welcome everybody to the program. We are slowly creeping up to the 5,000 subscription mark. That is very, very important because it gives me some added padding to play on my Wednesday night show because they shut me down again on the Wednesday night show. But listen, that was okay. It was 3 hours and 10 minutes. That was just enough. But that's why it's so important to subscribe to the Vinyltreasure Show on YouTube. But you got to be signed in. But anyway, without further ado, let's start it off here with the vocal portion. And I played the flip side of this on the Sunday night show in the I played a couple 1957 records on Sunday night to start off the show, and it was for James Palmerico. We featured One Little Kiss, okay, but let's give a listen to the A side here. This is the group's final release. This group from Harlem, New York, their sixth and final release on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. This was issued twice. Okay, this was issued as, I think, the B-side to their fourth release, a song called Zup Zup. And this was their final release, the flip side of One Little Kiss. It's from June of 1957, and it features, I think it's Sam Kearney, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Sam Kearney is on lead. From June 57, let's open up the vocal portion here. It's kind of an answer tune because their first release was called I Don't Know. Well, this tune is called Now I Know. Here are the keynotes on Apollo from June 57, our opener, Now I Know. Here you go, folks.
Now I know why I love you like I do. It's because you've always been so true. Now I know why I love you like I do. I do, I do. I'll always love you. Just you wait and see. I'll be
Okay, there you go. That is the those are the keynotes there. The keynotes on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. Their final release on the Apollo record label. Now I know that's the second time around for that. That's the flip side of One Little Kiss. So we played like the comparison last week between that and that group out of Pittsburgh, the Twilighters, I think it was, on Nick's. But that one there from June of 1957, that is our opener. And, we count down the music chronologically here on the Vinyltreasure show. I told you it was going to be kind of like a kind of eclectic show, interesting show tonight. And I don't feature many album cuts, and this one was easy because it's the first track on this. And I didn't even know I had this record, so I was going to email James Pomerico and tell him, James, I don't have this. It's a 78 that you requested, but I noticed that it was on this, and I don't know where I got this. It says for collectors only, a 5-record set, the Orioles. Okay, and I think you get there's 19 unreleased tracks on. It says here. For collectors only, the Orioles 5-record set featuring Sonny Till, their greatest hits, plus 19 previously unissued recordings. And this was put out by Murray Hill. I know, Big Dave, you know about this. Question, was there a pamphlet that came with this? Because there was not one on here, and I don't know. And these were, I thought, it was like, are these promo copies? Because the labels are white. It says it says Murray Hill. This is like on volume 1, and there's lots of great records here, and they sound really cool also because I think they're taken from the master tapes for sure. But anyway, so we're going to play an album track, and we count down the music chronologically, and this is an early side because it was recorded in 1949 and it was released in May of 1950. And you all know this great group out of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm talking about the Orioles. Okay, and this only 78 it is, and I think it's on. I didn't have it in the collection that I purchased. It wasn't in there because I would have played that 45. We're going to play it off the LP here, and this is the group's 11th release for Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label, and this is a request for listener James Pomerico. Let's go back to May of 1950 for Sonny Till and the Orioles on Jubilee Records for James Pomerico. Here you go, James, for you. The Orioles with Moonlight. Here you go on an LP. I got it right. Here we go.
Flirting above with the clouds, watching the lovers make vows. It brings back memories. Moonlight, throwing its light down below, making the dark shadows flow, and with the night so young, the moon, they sing its tender charm, making the waters warm. What a night for love. Moonlight, shining upon every star, lovers have drifted apart to bring the end of day. others have drifted afar to bring the end of day.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to listener James Pomerico in our YouTube chat room. Say hello to James. And his wife tuned into the program, I would bet. But that's the great sound of the Orioles, May 1950, recorded in 1949 for Jubilee Records, their 11th release with Sonny Till on lead. I featured it on the Murray Hill LP, that 5-box set. So Big Dave says here, we will read the credits here for this LP. Okay, it's it says that reissue compiled and produced by Bob Hyde and Paul Ressler for Murray Hill Records. The photographs courtesy of Arthur Berlowitz, and it says special thanks to Marcia Vance, Michael Redman, Fernando Gonzalez, publisher of the Disco File, and particularly Paul Ressler, without whose help this project would not have been possible. Okay, this reissue is dedicated to the memory of Sonny Till and the Orioles, and particularly to Bobby Thomas, lead singer of the After Hours Vibranaires and the world's #1 Orioles fan, who is keeping the sound alive today. And there you go. And what else does it say? It says this came out 1983. Oh, Morris Levy involved with this, Roulette Records. And it says here, whenever possible, these vintage recordings were reproduced from the original master tapes. In those instances where a master tape was lost or destroyed, the recordings were reproduced from the best available copies of the original records themselves, and some surface noise may be noticeable. We'd like to extend special thanks to Gary Talent of the E Street Band for his painstaking efforts in transferring some of these classic recordings from the original 78s to tapes. So there you go. This is the LP. And I guess Gordy Freeman mentioned there's a CD. This was way before. I'm pretty sure it was way before the CD. This is what you had to get to hear all those Oriole records. So there you go, an LP. But Johnny G's going to be getting some practice with. Well, I did practice on the LPs because we have a scheduled date for Bill Old here. So we will talk about that soon. But let us continue here with the requests. We are in the 1950 block. Have 2 records out of the 1950 block. And let's fill a request now for listener Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. And let's see. Was this the debut? I don't know if it was. I don't know. But this was a big R&B hit for this gal, number 4 on the Billboard R&B chart. And she would have, she recorded for the Atlantic folks. This is, well, this is on a styrene 45. I think we got to change this old write-up, Charlene, I think. But this is Ruth Alston Weston. Of course, you know her as Ruth Brown. And she's originally from Portsmouth, Virginia. And she was known as the queen of R&B, I think with also Laverne Baker. You can throw her in there, but really Ruth Brown before Laverne Baker. This tune written by Rudy Toombs from September 1950 for Tommy Albergo. And this is a styrene Atlantic 45. Here is Ruth Brown on Atlantic with Teardrops from My Eyes, and I do have them. Here you go, Tommy Albergo, for you.
Every time it rains, I think of you, and that's the time I feel so blue. When the rain starts to falling, my love comes tumbling down. single cloud would disappear. I'd wear a smile if you were here. So baby, won't you hurry, because I need you so. And it's raining teardrops from my eyes. Remember the night you told me how love would always be. I wouldn't be blue and lonely. Well, if you come back to me, every single cloud would disappear. I'd wear a smile if you were here. So, baby, won't you hurry, 'cause I miss you so. And it's raining teardrops from my eyes.
Okay, there you go. The sound of Ruth Brown here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Like I said, I don't know if I just recall I have 78s by her. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, that's Ruth Brown. I bought this record from Mike and Carol Demersion at one of the record shows, and a long, long time ago. And you don't really find this on a 45 that easy, really. And it's styrene. It's early styrene, but they play a lot better than the later styrene, I'll tell you that. September 1950, by request for Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room, the great Ruth Brown on Atlantic, Teardrops from My Eyes is the name of the tune. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request now for David Fields as we go to Kirbyville, Texas for this artist. Well, that's where he was originally from. First recording back in 1933, and he had his first R&B hit back in 1946 for the Exclusive label. Was a song called Blues at Sunrise. But of course, he's best known for his 1956 Atlantic release called Since I Met You Baby. Okay, but this is his fifth release for the MGM record label, and he wrote, I think, the majority, if not all, of his tunes. And you might know a big record he did write is I Need You So, that was recorded by so many people. Well, this record sounds similar to that, I'd say. And I'm talking about Ivory Joe Hunter. Of course, he was later called the Baron of the Boogie, I guess, and known as the happiest man alive. Okay, but unfortunately, he would pass away from a lung cancer on November 8th of 1974 at the age of 60. But let's go to June of 1951 now. June 1951, Ivory Joe Hunter, by request for David Fields on the MGM label. It's called When I Lost You. There's some crackle in here, and this is a clean record. This is one I had to clean today. And I didn't put it under the toothbrush, which I think would get it better. But you got to apologize for what you're going to hear. It's not scratchy. It's a nice copy. There you go, David Fields, for you.
When I lost you, I also lost my way. How could you have a heart and do me this way? I gave to you my love, my heart and soul, but how you hurt we made a vow to love each other, darling, to the end. But I've discovered that you have another. Oh, what a fool I've been. Someday I'll find a love that's really true. I did not lose all faith the day when I lost you. Someday I'll find a love that's really true. I did not lose all faith the day when I lost you.
There you go, crew. That's a great singer there, Mr. Ivory Joe Hunter. Ivory Joe Hunter from June of 1951 on MGM Records, When I Lost You is the name of the tune. That is a tune he wrote, and that one there by request for David Fields. Let us continue here. Let's move into 1953 now and fill a request for listener Mike Sape. He wants to send this tune out to James Stone in our YouTube chat room, and these are the Ink Spots. I think these are Charlie Fuqua's Ink Spots. Other members were Jimmy Holmes, Harold Jackson, Leon Antone, and Isaac Royal. They signed with Sid Nathan's King record label in the fall of 1953 to have 9 releases on the label through 1955. And Mike requested their first release. Okay, this was recorded on September 17th of 1953, released in December of that year, December of 53. It features Jimmy Holmes on lead, by request for Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room, going out to James Stone in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Ink Spots with If You Should Say Goodbye. Here you go, Mike, for you.
If you should say goodbye,
The rose would fade and die.
if you should say goodbye,
The stars would leave the sky.
I'm so in love with you.
I don't know what I'd do.
If you should say goodbye, if you should leave me now,
The moon would lose its glow.
if you should leave me now,
I'd miss you so, I know.
the clouds above would cry.
The rain would fill the sky.
If you should say goodbye,
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I had a dream last night that you found someone new. I saw him hold you tight, and my heart broke in two. That's why I say, my love,
The rose would fade and die.
if you should stray, my love,
The stars would leave the sky.
I'm so in love with you.
I don't know what I'd do.
If you should say goodbye,
Do-do-do-do-do.
if you should say goodbye,
Rose would fade and die.
if you should say goodbye,
The stars would leave the sky.
I'm so in love with you.
I don't know what I'd do.
If you should say goodbye,
Do-do-do-do.
if you should leave me now,
The moon would lose its glow.
if you should leave me
I
now,
miss you so, I know.
the clouds above would
The
cry.
rain would fill the sky.
If you should say goodbye,
Do-do-do-do.
I had a dream last night that you found someone new. I too. That's why I say, my love, the rose are fading down. If you should stray, my love, the stars will leave the sky. I'm so in love with you, I don't know what I'd do. If you should say goodbye, if you should say goodbye, don't say goodbye.
Okay, there you go. Released in December of 1953. Those are the Ink Spots. That's their first release on Sid Nathan's King record label, requested by Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room, sending it out to James Stone. The Ink Spots with If You Should Say Goodbye. Don't say goodbye. Tell your friends about this program. Nobody does what Johnny G does as we continue here. And this one more from 1953 as we head out to Los Angeles, California, and fill a request for listener Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. This is the rarest record I'll be featuring on tonight's program. This is on Art Roop's specialty record label, and the group is called the Metronomes. Okay, the Metronomes. And well, some of them come out as Gene Moore in the Metronomes, so I don't know about that. I know this is an original for sure. Okay, I was talking to Reed about this, and I think this is the one that was, the one documented sale was this one that I purchased from the guy who bought this record. I don't know, a long time ago I bought this, purchased it. But let's see. This is it's Gene Moore and the Metronomes. Okay, and some copies say Metronome, so I don't know what's that. I don't know if one of those is a second or whatever. I have no clue. But anyway, the lead singer, his name is Gene Moore, but that's not really his real name. His real name is Kenneth L. Shaw, and he gets writer credit on this tune. Okay, and this is from August of 1953. We can call this a Collector Corner 45 by request for Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Metronomes on specialty, and this song is called That's Bad. Here you go, Karen, for you, the Metronomes.
Well, it's gone and started raining, raining on my back door. Hey, Lord and Mama, gone and started raining. It's gone and started raining, baby, raining on my back door. Hey, Lord and Mama, gone and started raining. My baby's voice come echoing back. I don't want you no more. Hey, Lord and Mama, don't want you no more. I cried. What did I do, baby, to commit this sin? Hey, Lord and Mama keeps on the sin. I cried. What did I do, baby, to commit this sin? Hey, Lord and Mama keeps on the sin. She said, dry your eyes, 'cause Daddy, this is the end. Hey, Lord and Mama, this is the end. When I had you here, baby, I took you for a square, biting off my nails and pulling out my hair. Oh, come back, baby, give me one more chance. Hey, Lord and Mama, give me one more chance. I'll prove to you, baby, I'm true to our romance. Hey, Lord and Mama, true to our romance. She's gone, and she won't be back. Hey, Lord and Mama, the little girl is gone. She's gone. Please, baby. And she won't. Please don't walk out that door. Hey, Lord and Mama, the
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to a listener, Karen Efron, in our YouTube chat room. The sound of the Metronomes. The Metronomes on Art Roop Specialty Records out of California. And that features Gene Moore on lead. August 53 release. That's Bad is the name of the tune. Hard to find that record. It is. You might be able to get it on a 78. You might. Anyway, I think the 78s mention Gene Moore. I think that's what the deal is. I don't know about the 45s, but the 78s do. And sometimes they did do that. They kind of changed up the 78s a little bit. Anyway, let us continue here. And hold on a second. Are just a little bit out of sequence here. Let us fill a request now for a listener, Jack Saperstein in New Jersey. And let's see. This group hails from Chicago. They all grew up in the same neighborhood, and they recorded 2 for Al Benson's Parrot label. And Jack requested their first. And this was a record that Jack did own. It's also a Collector Corner record, we have to say. And this is actually a cover tune. This was first done back in 1951 by the Four Buddies on Savoy. It was called My Summer's Gone. Okay, but when this group put it out, they changed the title to My Baby's Gone. And this features Fred Washington on lead from January 1954 by request. For Jack Saperstein, here are the 5 Thrills. The 5 Thrills on Parrot Records. It's called My Baby's Gone. Here you go, Jack, for you.
Summer's gone, the leaves have blown away. Oh, well, the summer's gone, and things are not the same. My dreams don't dream the same, my schemes don't scheme the same. Oh, my summer's gone. Well, the robins cry as dark clouds gather by. Oh, me, oh, my, they take off to the sky to live salvate farewell. They're leaving for a spell. Oh, my summer's gone. I'll never like the winter, cold as can be, and that's not hard to see. I never like the autumn breeze so bitterly, for it always takes the summer away from me. Well, I'm so sad, so sad. My heart is beating low, and it's more than that. These summer days are all, the leaves are on the ground, are pressed of brown. Oh, my summer's gone.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Jack Saperstein in New Jersey, a record that he once owned, an original copy of that. And I don't know, they kind of, in the price guides, they talk about the one that has the half the title is missing. That's this one, which I think I bought at one of the Allentown shows from Ken Benedict. Used to always show Ken Benedict and Ralph Barton. They would have like a kitty corner table that Johnny G spending all his money there. But there you go. The sound of the Five Thrills, January 1954 on Parrot Records. My Baby's Gone for Jack Saperstein. Big Dave Swinger, my copy of Gloria by them is trashed. I mean, it's kind of almost like unplayable. So nobody requests that. I have a red wax one that they just did not take care of that record. So that would be a record that I would possibly upgrade. And I think I have, I don't know if I have the 78 or not. I might. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Saturday. I am your Saturday night disc jockey. We're live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. If you're listening to this program for the first time, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. We need to get up to 5,000 subscribers, because that gives me a little bit more leeway. But let us continue now, and we are in the 1954 block. And let's go to Gary, Indiana for this next group, and it's a request for Casey Hines in Paris. They recorded for Vivian Carter's VJ record label, and the group's third release would probably be considered their signature song, a song called Good Night, Sweetheart, Good Night. But the follow-up of that tune was called Play It Cool, okay, which I think Alan Freed played on his program when he was on Wins back in 1954. But Casey requested the flip side, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Pookie Hudson. Okay, from September 1954, going out to Casey Hines in Paris. Here are the Spaniels on VJ. It's called Let's Make Up. Here you go, Casey, for you.
I love you, you know I care, you know I want you near me, my dear. When must we break up? Oh, come on, let's make up. I've got the taste of the blue. Heavens above me, where have you gone? Heavens above me, what have I done? What must we break up? Oh, come on, let's make up. I've got a taste of the blue. Someday, baby, someway, we'll meet and then I'm gonna kiss you. Yes, I'm gonna kiss you again, again and again. Yeah, I'll always love you. I'll always care. I'll always want you near me, my dear. Why must we break up? Come on, let's make up. I've got a taste of the blues. Someday, baby, someday, we'll meet and then I'm gonna kiss you. Yes, I'm gonna kiss you again, again and again. Yeah, I'll always love you. I'll always care. I'll always want you near me, my dear. Why must we break up? Oh, come on, let's make up. I got a taste of the blue.
Okay, there you go. The great sound of the Spaniels here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Whoops. What is it? going on here? Got my other thing is my file's open too big there, covered my directions there. But there, Pookie Hudson on lead with the Spaniels, September 1954. That's on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. That was their fourth release for the VJ label. Let's Make Up is the name of that tune. And that one there requested by Casey Hines in Paris. And glad you're enjoying those 78 shows, Casey. We're playing a bunch of those 78s for you. I'm getting emails from a lot of the listeners going back to listening to some old shows that I did, hearing requests I sent out to them. But anyway, let us continue. We are in the 1954 block. Let's fill a request now for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room as we go to Bobby and Danny Robinson's Red Robin record label. Of course, this group out of Harlem, New York, they had 5 releases for the Red Robin label. Gordy requested their 4th. Co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Joe Duncan, from January 1954. Let's give a listen to the Vocaliers. The Vocaliers on the Red Robin label. The song is called Love You. This is going out to Gordy Freeman. Here you go, Gordy, for you, the Vocaliers.
Here is my story to the girl that I love. I love you. Honey, I love you. Hoping that you'll stay true. Hoping, my dear. Stay near and so close. I got his mountain. I crossed the deepest sea. I come rising to be so near. And where you are, love you. I love you. And my whole life through, I will love you. I and where you are, love you. I love you. And my whole life through, I will love you.
Okay, January 1954 release there for the Vocaliers, their 4th release on the Red Robin record label by request for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. Love You is the name of the tune. That's Joe Duncan on lead. Of course, their biggest hit was their 2nd release on the Red Robin label, a song called Is It a Dream? But they would also record for other labels like Paradise, Old Town, Vest, and Twist Time. Johnny G is your Saturday night disc jockey, and I want to welcome you to the Vinyltreasure Show on this eclectic night here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Now, how many are familiar with, can somebody tell me when the movie The with Jamie Lee Curtis in the movie came out. It was called Halloween. Was that like 1979 maybe, or was that 70? When was that movie? When was Halloween? When did that movie come out? Because as a result of that movie, there was a song that became popular again during that time in the 1970s. Okay, 78. Okay, Steve says 1978. I mean, listen, I thought it was a pretty scary movie, Halloween, you know, they made it back then, but then they had all those other series of it. But I think this record was featured in that movie, which kind of brought it to light to a lot of people. And this is a request for UK listeners, Paul and Kevin, and they're learning about it. It's interesting because they're normally they listen to my Wednesday night show, but they're now discovering, and they said over in the UK, they never played a lot of the R&B music that we hear, that you hear Johnny G often play here. So they were limited with that on their radio stations out there. And again, I don't know if there were any pirate stations out there that did play. I'm sure there was. Definitely was in the 60s. But they requested this quartet from, is it Sheboygan, Wisconsin? Is that where it is? Where is Sheboygan, Wisconsin? But anyway, these gals were on the Arthur Godfrey radio program, a talent, and wait a minute. Yeah, they performed on the Arthur Godfrey radio program in Talent Scouts. What is that? I don't know what that is. Well, it was 1949, and they became a regular on the show and actually would back Arthur Godfrey up on his recordings for Columbia Records. Okay, and they also had their own releases on the Columbia label, but they would sign in 1954. They would sign with Archie Blier's Cadence label, and they had a number of releases. Okay, and the gals were Margie Needham. She was tenor, Carol Bushman, alto, Janet Erthel, bass, and Lynn Evans. She was the lead singer. Collectively, they were known as the Cordettes. I was going to say the Corvettes. The Cordettes, okay? And this was their second release on the Cadence label, and this was a big #1 hit for the group. This should be interesting. And the voice, there's a male voice that you're going to hear in the background, and that is Archie Blier, okay? And he's the one that's slapping his knees in the song. Pretty interesting on that. But anyway, he would later marry group member Janet Ertel. Okay, and the pianist, wait a minute. I don't know, the pianist on this is Mo Weschler, so I don't know who Mo Weschler is, but that's on here. But anyway, let's go to September of 1954. By request for Paul and Kevin in the UK. This from the movie Halloween, we'll say. Here are the Cordettes on Cadence. It's called Mr. Sandman. Here you go, Paul and Kevin, for you.
Bum, 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him the word that I'm not a rover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Oh, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Mr. Sandman,
Yes?
bring us a dream. Give him a pair of eyes with a come hither gleam. Give him a lonely heart like Pagliacci, and lots of wavy hair like Liberace. Mr. Sandman, someone to hold, would be so peachy before we're too old. So please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring us, please, 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 Mr. Sandman, bring us a dream.
There you go, September 1954 release there for the Chordettes. That's their second release on Archie Bleyer's Cadence record label. Mr. Sandman is the name of the tune. That one they're going out to UK listeners, Paul and Kevin. There you go, the Chordettes. Let us continue here. Let's move into 1955 now and fill a request for listener Chris Reed. This group, leaving Mercury Records, would sign with Jerry Blaine's Jubilee Records, okay, and they would re-sing a tune, okay, that they recorded in June of 1946. Originally came out on the Hub label, was a 78. Okay, they would re-sing it, okay, I guess in 1955 style, we'll say. It was their first of 4 on the Jubilee label. Came out in February of 55. Of course, it features the bass lead of Jimmy Ricks. By request for Chris Reed, here are the Ravens on Jubilee. It's called Bye Bye Baby Blues. Here you go, Chris, for you, the Ravens.
Rock and roll. Bye bye, bye bye, baby blue. Bye bye, bye goodbye, baby. Bye bye, bye. So long, honey. Bye bye, bye, baby. Bye bye, bye. Well, I'm leaving you, baby, and I'm going away to stay. Yes, I'm leaving you, baby, and I'm going away to stay. Treat me right now on my way. Well, you played around, baby, and you fooled with all my friends. Yes, you played around, baby, and you fooled with all my friends. But if I stay here, baby, you won't do that again. Well, you took money from Mac, you gave a kisses to Joe. But if I stay here, baby, you won't do that no more. You know what I mean? Bring it right down front. That's what I'm talking about. Let's swing it. Yeah, work, baby. Bye, bye, goodbye, baby. Bye, bye. So long, baby. Bye, bye. Well, baby. Bye, 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 baby. Bye, 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 baby. Bye, bye, bye. Yes, I love you, baby, but I can't go on like this. Well, I love you, baby, but I can't go on like this. Someday you're gonna miss your daddy's kiss. Well, you wash for Ed and you cook for Mac, but you wouldn't even rub my aching back. Well, I love you so, I hate to let you go. But you ain't no good, no, you ain't no good to me anymore. I'm leaving, bye, bye, going home, baby, bye, bye, cutting out, honey, bye, bye, ain't giving you no money, bye, 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 baby, bye, 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 baby, bye, 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 bye. I love you so, still I'm gonna let you go, bye, bye.
Okay, there you go. The sound of Jimmy Ricks and the Ravens. That's their first of 4 on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label. Came out in February of 55, a resung version of a tune that they originally did on the Hub label back in 1946. Song entitled Bye Bye Baby Blues. It's not bye-bye yet here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Again, thank you all for tuning in. If you like what you're hearing, give Johnny G a thumbs up. This is my second show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll pick up where we left off. I think I got a big show tomorrow. Okay, got 2 records from 57, and then we'll start in with the 1958. But let us continue now. We are in the 1955 block. And don't have a heart attack. If it looked like it, this is not an original. I wish I had this record, I'll tell you that much. And if I was to buy this record, it was going to be very expensive, because this is like one of the harder records to get on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. Of course, this great group out of Harvey, Illinois, first recording as the L Rays on the Checker label, which I do have that 45. But they would sign with Vivian Carter's VJ record label and change their name to the Dells. Now, this was their first release, as the Dells, and a tune written by the lead singer on this. His name is Vern Allison. I don't have an original on this, okay? And so in lieu of that, I think I could have played this on the Lost Night label also, but I want to play this for a listener, Harvey Karp. We're going to send this one out to Harvey Karp from April 1955. A reproduction, okay? Not an original, on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. Here are the Dells with their tune called Tell the World. Here you go, Harvey, for you, the Dells.
Remember, sweetheart, the things you told me last night. To love me with all your might, and tell the world I am. You said that we would never part by the gratefulness of God. I'll love you with all my heart and never let you go. As strange as it may seem, I love no one but you. Believe me when I say that you know I love you with my heart and soul, beginning right from the start, and tell the world I'm yours. You know I'll love you with my heart and soul, beginning right from the start, and tell the world I'm
Okay, April 1955 release there for the Dells. That's their first release on the VJ record label. Yes, the Dells that recorded for so many decades into the 1970s, right? But there they are, the Dells on VJ. That is Vern Allison on lead. And we'll send it out to listener Harvey Karp. Tell the World is the name of the tune. Karen, if this record was offered on auction, I say it goes, especially a red wax one, It definitely goes for more than $5,000. That is my opinion on that. I have to say, I don't know many people who have this on an original. There's a few of the older collectors that may have this record. I know that Joe Marchesani had a copy of this. I think I was talking to Bill Olb that it was Bill was going to buy this record. He tells me back when it was up on the wall in Times Square Records. I think it was $100 back then. Bill, you should have bought it. You should have called my father and borrowed money back then. Anyway, but there you go. That is a rare record, but that is not an original, folks. I don't normally play a lot of reproductions here on the program, but I have been, because I have now a lot in my collection that I didn't have before, and other things that I can feature that I don't even have on a 78. Like this next request is not on a 45 originally. It's on a 78, and the qualities and at least the ones in this collection are really nice sounding records, I have to say. And you don't have to worry about them breaking. But still, I would like to have this on a 78. But let's fill a request now for Jim Lampley in Texas. This is on Connie Toole's Theron label, and I have other records on this label. The Marvellos, I think. I have a real one on that. And the Storm Trio, I think, is another one I have on this label. But this is originally on a 78. This is a female lead, okay, with I think this is a trio, okay, and they're called the Ebony Moods, Moods, the Ebony Moods. They're out of Chicago, and the lead singer on this her name is Louise Baker. She's the lead singer. This one released in October of 1955, not on a 45. This is on Theron Records for Jim in Texas, the Ebony Moods with I've Got News for You. Here you go, Jim, for you.
Your heart is cold as ice. You'll have to pay the price for breaking my heart in two. How can you be so cold? What's gained by being bold? I've got news for you. Babe, I did all I could. I thought you understood that our love was safe and sure. Instead I got the air. You know that isn't fair. I've got news for you. Pay attention to your mother's sound advice. Before you hurt someone, you better think twice. Now I have a new one who swears by stars above he'll never make me feel blue. Yes, I recall a tear, but baby, have no fear. I've got news for you. Sound advice. Before you hurt someone, you better think twice. Now I have a new one who swears by stars above he'll never make me feel blue. Yes, I recall a tear, but baby, have no fear. I've got news for you. Baby, you cut your last caper. No need to read the paper. News, I've got news for you.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. That is the sound of the Ebony Moods. The Ebony Moods, that does not come on a 45, so you got to call this a reproduction or a bootleg. You got to say, it sounds pretty good. You know, it doesn't sound that bad. That's on Theron Records. That is Louise Baker on lead, October 1955 release. I've Got News for You is the name of the tune. I Got News for You was interesting on some of the stuff that I did get with the collection that I got. This is, and I never seen this before, maybe some of you out there, because this is a Times Square Records. I think this is when Louis bought the store or revived the Times Square record shop. And this was it was at 37 West 181st Street in the Bronx, New York. And he put out a catalog. He charged $2 for this. I want to buy a record. I don't want to pay $2 for this. But it's he's got a want list in the back. I didn't really look at this that keenly here to see what the prices potentially are, but I wonder, I mean, somebody circled something here. What did they circle? This is the Charades Flamingo for $6. Maybe these were a little bit steep at the time, but the interesting thing is here, it says here, my personal want list. It says, attached to this catalog is a list of records I'm looking for. I will take them on a 78 or 45 RPM. I will give top trades and pay top prices. There are also many records that I couldn't list. If yes, think you have something, I may, Louis, who wrote this? I may need drop us a letter or call the store. I do not collect bootlegs or repros. I also collect female groups, which was a lot of the older time collectors really didn't care for a lot of the female groups. And he also, comics, COMIX, and then COMICS. I will pay $100 each for the first number 3 issues of Crypt of Terror. What is that? Crypt of Terror, which later became Tales from the Crypt. Now, what is that, a video or a movie? And then it says, if I could get them all at once. If you are an avid collector, keep in touch. We're always getting new records in. If you got a collection and you wanna bite the dust, sell it. Louis, who was writing this for you? You were. Be sure to contact us. Top prices paid. We buy, sell, trade. We buy collections. So what did he want? Here is his number one want. Dream of a Lifetime, the Flamingos on Parrot Red Wax. The Ravens, Time Takes Care of Everything, Columbia, Original 900 Series. He didn't have these? I'm So Crazy for Love on Columbia. The Ravens, Don't Mention My Name on Mercury. Cherry by the Diamonds on Atlantic. Two Loves Have I, the Diamonds on Atlantic. The Orioles, CC Rider on Jubilee Script. And the last one is a record I just played, The Five Thrills, My Baby's Gone on Parrot. So, Louis, what would you give me? I'm sure you have that in your collection now, but this is pretty cool. It's just cool to say it. But anyway, Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue. I thought that was a cool thing anyway. But that's what the collecting hobby was back in the mid-1970s. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat as we go to the Bronx now. Okay, this group first recording for Jerry Blaine's Josie label as the Starlings, and they also recorded for Dawn Records, and then with the help of Wynn's disc jockey Alan Freed. They would sign with MGM, where they had 2 releases. Now, Frank and Jerry requested their first. It features Larry Gales on lead from July of 1955. Let's give a listen to the Twilighters. The Twilighters on MGM, and the song is called Little Did I Dream. This is going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Frank, the Twilighters.
Little did I dream, oh, little did I dream how much you meant to my heart. I should have known from the start, but little did I dream. Oh, little did I dream my arms would ever be lonely. My lips would long for you only. But little did I dream, I merely played a game. It really was a shame, and I know now I was so wrong. 'Cause now you made me cry the way I made you cry all along. So all along, oh darling, little did I dream someday the tables would turn. Little did I dream, my dear, it took a heartache to learn. But little did I dream. It took a heartache to learn, dear, but little did I dream. Little did I dream.
There you go, the sound of the Twilighters here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there is their first of 2 releases for the MGM record label, and that features the great Larry Gales on lead, July 1955, Little Did I Dream. It's on the MGM record label. That one there by request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Of course, Frank Gingaro is one of the co-hosts, along with his pal Gordon Skagberg of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade, and you can hear that show on Sundays beginning at 3 p.m. to 5 on WRHU FM 88.7. That's out of Hofstra University out on the island, and streaming live on WRHU.org. Tomorrow, Frank and Gordon will have a special guest collector. Frank Cassie will be in the studio tomorrow, so check out the program. Okay, tomorrow at 3 p.m., that's August 9th, right? Yeah, today's the 8th. August 9th on WRHU.org or on the radio, WRHU FM 88.7. Frank Cassie, a guest collector. Frank has been there for the longest time doing guest spots on the program there. So Johnny G will be tuned in tomorrow at 3 p.m. And that should be cool. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show and fill a request now for listener James Stone in our YouTube chat room. Now, how many of you are familiar with the Gong Show? You know the Gong Show? because I used to watch The Gong Show, but I had no idea. And I was, in the 70s, I guess? But I had no idea one of the gals on there, I always thought she was a comedian. Maybe she turned into a comedian later on. Her name was a J.P. Morgan, but she was a singer. She was a singer, of course. And this is a request for listener James Stone. She was born in, what is that? Mancos, Colorado. Where is Mancos, Colorado? She would relocate to Los Angeles. Okay, her real name is Mary Margaret Morgan, but she recorded as J.P. Morgan. Her first release was in 1953 on the Derby label, with all those other cool records on the Derby label. But then she would sign with RCA Records in 1954, and she had a big #3 hit with her first release, a song called That's All I Want From You. But James requested her fourth release, okay, written by Alicia Evelyn, okay, and this is with the Joe Thomas Orchestra. This charted number 14 on the Billboard chart from October 1955 by request for James Stone in our YouTube chat room. Who's the group on this, James? Any idea? But let's give a listen to J.P. Morgan on RCA. It's called Pepper Hot Baby. Here you go, James, for you, J.P. Morgan.
Count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, count to 100.
Cool off, pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me. I know you're mad, cause I was wrong, but that's no reason to say so long. Pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me.
Count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, count to 100.
Cool off, pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me. If we broke up, you know you'd die. Oh, don't deny it, cause so would I. Pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me.
Count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, count to 100.
Cool off, pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me. The two of us can't both be right. I said I'm sorry, so hold me tight. Pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me.
Count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, count to 100.
Cool off, pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me. I wanna kiss you and hold you tight, so please forgive me, please understand. Pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me.
Count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, count to 100.
Cool off, pepper hot baby, don't say goodbye to me.
Okay, cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, that one there by J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan from October 1955. Going out to a James Stone in our YouTube chat room. That's on the RCA record label, Pepper Hot Baby. Who mentioned it? It was done by Bonnie Davis. Did it first back on the Decca label. And Alan Freed played that on his program back in 1955. Let us continue in the 1955 block, and let's fill a request or a suggestion for Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. Larry, how did you know this record? This group is from Glen Cove, Long Island. How did you hear about this record all the way over in Oklahoma City? Okay, and this is the group's debut single, came out on Al Silver's Herald record label. Okay, and both sides written by pianist and arranger Howard Biggs. Now, this group included Bobby Coleman, at least this group, okay, the early group, Bobby Coleman, John Cumbo, James Davis, and William Edwards. This features Bobby Hollis on lead. From March of 1955, let's give a listen to the Sunbeams. The Sunbeams on Herald Records for Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. It's called Tell Me Why. Here you go, Larry, for you.
So, and now you say you have to go. Tell me why. I gave you love with all my heart. Now you say we have to part. Tell me why. Why, oh why, oh why. We were so happy, we were so gay, we had a love that was true. What did I say to drive you away? You broke my heart in two. I thought your love was here to stay. You took my heart and ran away. Tell me why.
Okay, there you go. That one there, a suggestion by Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room there. March 1955, that's the debut single for the Sunbeams on Al Silver's Herald Records. Tell Me Why is the name of the tune, and that features Bobby Lee Hollis on lead. Of course, the same group would record for Acme Records with a different lead singer. That is a Collector Corner record, and I have that. Somebody requested that record. It'll be coming up in the next couple of months for sure. March 55, the Sunbeams with Tell Me Why. That's going out to Larry Neal in our YouTube chat. You know, this is one of the, I didn't bid that much on the Gordy knows the name of the bidding outfit out in California. They used to sell jewelry, but they got into the record business. I didn't like to pay 10% on top of all my wins. I just didn't like that. That's like paying sales tax, you know, and a little bit worse. But that's where I got this record and a few others too. I think I participated in 2 auctions, and I said, I'm not doing this. But I'm not going to complain about the condition and whatnot, because that was a nice condition of that. But anyway, I babble on here. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request for, actually 2 people requested this tune. Interesting. Daddy Cool requested this for this week, and so did Kid Kilowatt in our YouTube chat room as we go to Los Angeles, California now. And this is on the Bahari Brothers RPM record label, and of course this group recorded they were recording as 2 groups out at the same time. They recorded both as the Cadets and also as the Jacks, and they had 6 releases on RPM Records. This was their first release, okay, and the group included Aaron Collins, Will Dub Jones, Lloyd McCraw, Ted Taylor, and Ted Taylor. And collectively, they were known as the Jacks. And this is with Willie Davis on lead. And this song was first recorded by a group called the Feathers. They did it first on the Showtime record label, but the Jacks had the bigger hit with it. Let's go to April of 1955. We're going to send this one out to Daddy Cool as he's working in his studio tonight. And we're also going to send it out to Kid Kilowatt in our YouTube chat room. The Jacks on RPM. It's called Why Don't You Write Me? Here you go, the Jacks.
Why don't you write me, darling? Send me a letter. Tell me you love me, dear. Make me feel better. I love you. Yes, it's you I adore. You I adore. When I first met you, darling, I realized, and for you, dear, I did have eyes. Please, darling, won't you send me a line? Send me a line. I miss you so each day, although you're gone away. I guess I'll love you more and more. And as the days go by, I sometimes often cry to see your face once more. Counted my blessings, reach for a star. Why don't you write me, dear? Say how you are. I love you, and it's you I adore. I adore. I miss you so each day, although you're gone away. I guess I'll love you more and more. And as the days go by, I sometimes often cry to see your face once more. Counted my blessings, reach for a star. Why don't you write me, dear? Say how you are. I love you, and it's you I adore. You I adore. It's you I adore.
Okay, we got to say cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That record first done by the Feathers on the Showtime record label, but there you go. The Jacks had the bigger hit of that from April 1955 by request for Daddy Cool and also for Kid Kilowatt in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Jacks with Why Don't You Write Me. It's on the Bahari Brothers RPM record label. Now, the original flip of this, okay, is a request for Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. I don't know why they changed. Big Dave, you know why they changed the flip on this to what? My Darling, I think was the alternate flip. But let's give a listen. You know what it might have been? It might have been because I know why. Because they were covering a tune that was out at the same time by Charlie Calhoun, who wrote this song, and they put it out in April of 1955 on the MGM record label. And maybe they said that, you know what, we don't want to compete with that, so they ended up putting an alternate flip side. That might have been the reason, possibly. I don't know. But anyway, let's flip it over here by request for Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. The flip side of Why Don't You Write Me. This features the bass. Will Dub Jones is on lead for this one. April 1955, the Jacks on RPM. It's called, or their rendition of the tune, Smack Dab in the Middle. Here you go, Big Dave, for you, the Jacks.
Pick me a town in any clime where people like rockin' time and stay away both day and night. When everybody's feeling good and right, then throw me smack dab in the middle. Picture me smack dab in the middle. Fling me smack dab in the middle. Let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. Tin Cadillac, diamond mill, 10 suits of clothes, dressed to kill, 10-room house, some barbecue. If the chick's not over 22, then throw me smack dab in the middle. Flop for me smack dab in the middle. Chunk of me smack dab in the middle. Let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. 100 band, chorus girl, a street that pays with natural pub, a wagon load of bonds and stocks. Then open up the doors at Fort Knox and throw me smack dab in the middle. Hurtle me smack dab in the middle. Flop for me smack dab in the middle. Let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. Butter and something sweet, and gallons of coffee to wash it down. A carbonated soda by the pound. Now throw me smack dab in the middle. Picture me smack dab in the middle. Chuck me smack dab in the middle. Let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. And let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. You heard. And let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. I mean. And let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul. And let me rock and roll to satisfy my soul.
Okay, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That one there going out to a Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Jacks with Smack Dab in the Middle. Prior to that, we heard Why Don't You Write Me? That record started selling, and I guess the Bahari brothers said, you know what? We got to pay royalties out to Calhoun on this. Let's put one of our songs on the flip side. So that's what they did. I think a lot of record companies did that. They didn't want to share the wealth, so to speak. There you go, April 55, the Jacks. That is Will Dub Jones on lead. Smack Dab in the Middle is the name of the tune. Johnny G is smack dab in the middle of our program tonight. Thank you all for being here. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to the Vinyl Treasure Show. Why don't I have my thing on here? I don't understand why I'm looking at a record screen like that. That's not right. But anyway, welcome to the program here, and let us continue. We are in 1955. This is actually the last record in the 1955 block, and it's a request for listener Daniel Kubacki. Last week we featured this singer. Daniel requested his second release for the Post record label, a subsidiary of Luchud's Imperial record label. His name is Earl Curry. Of course, he was singing. It was a solo effort by him, I think, last week. But this week he's got, I think there is a group backing him up. They might be girls on this. I'd have to listen again. I listened very quickly. But he wrote this tune. It came out in September of 55. This is by request for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. Earl Curry on post, his first of two. It's called Somebody Stole My Girl From Me. Here you go, Daniel, for you, Earl Curry.
Somebody stole my girl from me. Ever since then, it's been misery and heartaches that makes me feel so sad. She is the only girl I love. Hope she'll come back, I pray above. Oh Lord, send my baby back home to me. She is the only girl I love. Hope she'll come back, I pray above. Oh Lord, please send my baby back home to me.
That is the sound of New Orleans, if I've ever heard one before. Thought there was a group on there. It is not. It's another record Johnny G getting confused on. But there you go, going out to a Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. That is Earl Curry. That is his first of two on the Post label. A song he wrote, came out in September of '55. Someone Stole My Girl From Me is the name of that tune. If you'd like to make a request here on a future Vinyl Treasure show, please email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Like I said, I was looking. I still got to find a couple things, but I got some time tomorrow to do it. I got to clean some of the records, too, and it kind of put me a little bit behind. I should have stopped sooner, but my mother was helping me today. All of a sudden, she comes upstairs. We have a chairlift that comes up, and she says, I'm going to help you look for some records. What boxes should I look into? I said, well, look in this MGM. I got to look for stuff in ABC, MGM, and Decca. So I got a lot of those boxes. And I was kind of separating them out. And she was saying, you know, Johnny, what I did is I separated, well, you had a whole bunch of Elvis Presleys in here. So I put them, you know, on the side. And then she said she found some, she said, what the group is here. Oh man. Ink Spots and Mills Brothers. I said, put them all together. Mahalia Jackson also. I said, well, put that there. Keep those separate so I know I'll have them in the front. And then I started looking at some of the MGMs, but I couldn't find a couple things because I didn't put them back where they belong. Johnny G losing his mind. But let us continue now. Let's fill a request as we move into the 1956 block. Fill a request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey, as both sides of this were played on the radio. Okay, Alan Freed played both sides of this 45. Okay, but I think Marvin Pod, the last time I played this, you said that Alan Freed played the ballad side of this. Okay, which was called Soldier of Fortune. I'm featuring the up-tempo flip side. I think Bill told me Mr. Blues used to play this side. Okay, this tune written by Jesse Stone, and these are the Drifters. You know the Drifters. This is from July of 1956, and this was a number 11 record for them on the Billboard R&B chart, and it features the great Johnny Moore on lead. Let's go to July 56 for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. Here are the Drifters on Atlantic, and the song is called I Gotta Get Myself a Woman. Here you go, Bill, for you, the Drifters.
I got to get myself a woman.
Oh, somewhere, somehow. I need companionship, and I need it right now.
I got to get myself a woman.
Oh, before I die. I see so many fine young things, but they are passing me by. A man needs to live a settled life with a loving and a working wife. Well, it don't matter if she's young or old, if she knows to do the things she's told and stay here beside me night and day, so nobody steals her heart away. I know what I really need so much is that loving touch.
I gotta get myself a woman.
Whoa, I'm all alone. Please hurry, let me find someone that I can call my own. If she's short or tall, or she's built up like a concrete wall, just so she knows how to wash and cook. I don't give a kitty just how she look. I don't care whatever she knows best. If she suits me, she can drop the rest. That important thing I am thinking of is a lot of love.
I gotta get myself a woman.
Whoa, I'm all alone. Please hurry, let me find someone I can call my own.
July 1956 release there by request for Bill Olb. Those are the Drifters, Johnny Moore and the Drifters on the Atlantic record label. I Gotta Get Myself a Woman is the name of the tune. This was their follow-up to Ruby Baby, which was played quite a bit here in the New York area. Great sound of the Drifters. Now, Bill Olb, you need to check my, I posted up the promo for Bill Olb will be my in-studio guest on August 27th. Okay, August 27th. I posted it up there, and let me see what I wrote here. I said, Bill Olb will be my in-studio guest to present his original album-only tracks from the 1960s artists, okay, including some bonus features. This will take place on Thursday, August 27th, 2026, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the 1960s artists include primarily vocal groups, of which many had hit single 45 RPMs, but the show will feature lesser-known original album tracks. Okay, the album tracks are from the collections of Bill Olb and Gordy Freeman, and the music sound quality the music sound quality will be high grade. Well, that's what Johnny G strives on, high grade sound here in the studio. But that's because of the minty records that Bill and Gordy own. And the viewers will be provided background information on all tracks aired, including a visual of the LP and cover that Johnny G will be doing. I'm going to be busy that day, kind of manipulating here with the queuing up of the LPs. Darren says I got it down pat on I did that little mini show to queue in the tracks. I might use this to I have one of the Boltoneers is slightly off center, so I may play around with it with this. We'll see. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to Bill. I'm excited for Bill to be here in the studio. And of course, he would have been here last month, but Johnny G just didn't have the time to play around with the LPs, and I played one today. So that is a good thing. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and let's do, although this record, as far as the cost, or I should say the rarity of it, it's not that easy to find this record. I know a lot of people are looking for this 45, but more are looking for that specialty record. But this is the Collector Corner record of the night that I picked. I had to rush to pick something. Now, the interesting thing of this is because Spence offered me this record along with other expensive records, and he didn't understand why. Pete Yaffe, maybe he needed the funds, I don't know, but Pete Yaffe gave him a bunch of records to sell. And he came here. Of course, he knew it was in my price range on some of the records, but I said, well, let me go through them and let me pull some things out, and this was one of the records I pulled out. I know, Big Dave Swinger, you have a copy of this 45 also, but this is our Collector Corner record here, and in 1953, Willie Winfield and the Harptones recorded a song that really did not see the light of day until 1961, when it came out on a Bruce Collector's Series single. Okay, it's a Bruce label. And it was called Loving a Girl Like You was the name of the tune. And after Bruce Records went out of business, okay, the group joined High Weiss, who created the Paradise record label specifically for the Harptones. But they did some background work at that time for other artists that recorded for Old Town Records. Okay, and one of those artists was this gal by the name of Ruth McFadden. Okay, so what they did is they backed her up on a female version of that song, Loving a Girl Like You, and they called it Schoolboy. Okay, and this was her third release. She has 3 on the Old Town label. This is her hardest, her third release on the Old Town label, a song written by Raul Sita, of course, and the uncredited Harptones are backing her up on this. We'll call this Johnny G's Collector Corner record of the night from October 56. Ruth McFadden and the uncredited Harptones on Old Town Records, and the tune is called Schoolboy. Here you go.
She was not told about loving a boy like you.
I went to school, passed all my tests. Oh, baby, true, along with the rest. But I was not told about loving a boy like you. You came from out of nowhere. What can I do about you? Love is something I've only heard about. Now I know I must find out. You're full of beauty, I'm full of fear. I know my duty is to love you, my dear. But I was not told about loving a boy like you.
Loving a boy like you.
There you go. That is our Collector Corner record of the night. Big Dave Swinger, you saying that this was done before the Harptones record? Really? Because I thought, well, I don't know. We have to check the, you know, the session information, I guess, would tell us. Okay, this release, October 1956. I don't know. Possibly. Got to go back and look. Well, we'll check it out, I guess. But there you go. Ruth McFadden there on Old Town Records. Schoolboy is the name of the tune, and the Harptones backing her up on that. And it was interesting with this record and others that I had. So Spence calls me up. It must have been about, maybe it was a couple weeks later. And he said, Johnny, would you be willing to sell me back that record? And I said, what? I said, I paid you for the record, and now you want the record back? No way. That ain't happening. He goes, well, he wants to, I mean, don't tell him I own this record, okay, because then he'll be hounding me for it. But, and he didn't. So, and I knew Pete well, you know, I would talk to Pete. He would call me up every 6 months or whatnot and talk about, I saw him here when he went to Greg Surick's funeral. He was here with his brother at the Sheraton Hotel. And so I met him for dinner, and he fell there. And I was there. I helped him up. I said, well, he needed a walker. He fell down, and that was not good. And I said, you know, you're all right. He said he was all right. But anyway, we would talk about music a lot. He would stop in on his way to Arbutus, I think, is what he would do. He would stop in here. He'd talk to my parents and whatnot. But it was sad. We lost a top collector here. But that was his record, wherever he got it. I don't know. Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Amy King in our YouTube chat. Charlene, that is wrong. Bill. For Amy King, Johnny G's moderator, as she requested The Fat Man. Okay. And he would have 69 releases for Lou Chudd's Imperial record label between 1950 and 1964. This is his 15th release. Actually, it's a B-side. Okay. And that is not the right information, Charlene. Hold on a second, folks. She just made a mistake. I had to clean multiple copies of this record. And let's see. I want to read it because it was in a movie. It's the flip side of, the date is wrong. It's the flip side of Blueberry Hill. Okay, it's a B-side. So I'm going to have to read it off the record. So, of course, the A-side was a big hit, one of his major hits on the Imperial record label, Blueberry Hill. That was a big, big hit for him. Couldn't tell you how many copies of that I saw. So I was looking for like a nice, clean copy, and this one's pretty clean. But this song here, a song that he wrote together with Dave Bartholomew, is from the American International picture Shake, Rattle, and Rock, if you saw that movie. But the date is wrong here. This is actually 1956. So let's give a listen to Fats Domino. Fats Domino by request for Amy King in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Honey Child on Imperial Records. Here you go, Amy, for you. This is Fats Domino.
You will never win wonderful charm, but I love to hold you in my arms. Only you can thrill me like you do. So hold that kiss for a long, long while. You know I love you, honey child. I love to hear you whisper low. You know you really thrill me so. Only you can thrill me like you do. So please don't put me on that shelf. You know I cannot help myself. I am happy as a baby boy. You ain't nothing but a bundle of joy. Only you can thrill me like you do. Bend your legs and pigeon toes. You know I love you, goodness knows. wonderful charm, but I love to hold you in my arms. No one can thrill me like you do, so hold that kiss for a long, long while. You know I love you, honey child. I am happy as a baby boy. You ain't nothing but a bundle of joy. Only you can thrill me like you do. Bend your legs and pigeon toes. You know I love you, goodness knows.
Okay, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That one there going out to Johnny G's chat moderator, Amy King, in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Fats Domino on Imperial Records. That is the B-side of Blueberry Hill, a song entitled Honey Child is the name of the tune. I don't know the date. It's sometime in 56, folks. That's all I can tell you. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and let's fill a request now for listener John Cummins. Now, he wants to hear a group called The Marvels. Okay, The Marvels here, which included members from two other groups. Okay, so the members here were tenor Cleveland Still, who we just lost, just passed away. Of course, he was a member of the Dubs, you know that, and baritone James Miller and bass Thomas Gardner. They were members of a group called the Scale Tones, recorded for the JD record label. Now, and second tenor Billy Carlisle and lead singer Richard Blandon, they were from the Five Wings that recorded for the King record label. Now, the group was managed by Hiram Johnson, who sold two masters to ABC Paramount Records, and they released this. I think the stock copies go for more money, but Greg, when I started dealing with Greg a long time ago, he found a nice promo copy of it. I said, look, I'll take the promo. I don't care about the stock. I just want the record. But anyway, this, let's see, this is from November of 1956. Okay, it features Richard Blandon on lead. This is by request for John Cummins. Here are the Marvels. Marvels, a.k.a. the Dubs, on ABC Paramount. It's called I Won't Have You, Breaking My Heart. Here you go, John, for you, the Marvels.
I cry for you, sigh for you. I'd even go as far as to die for you, but I won't have you breaking my heart. I'd live
Yeah, they should have played that record. They played the other side. They didn't play that side. That's a nice record. There you go. That one there going out to a listener, John Cummins. Those are the Marvels, a.k.a. the Dubs. Richard Blandon on lead. That's on ABC Paramount Records. Came out in November of 56. I Won't Have You Breaking My Heart is the name of the tune. That was recorded for Johnson Records. The masters were sold to ABC Records. Let's continue here. Let's do a flip side now. For listener Kid Kilowatt, last week we played the flip side of this 45, okay, by Cornell Gunther and the Flares from April 56. The side was called I got to turn it over. It's not on here. I think it was called She Likes to Rock. Was that what it was called? Yeah, She Loves to Rock. Okay. Sorry, folks, for that. And the flip side is a nice ballad, of course. And these are the Flares. The Flares, a.k.a. the Ermines, from April of 1956. Cornell Gunther and the Flares on ABC. So we got a twin spin on the ABC Paramount record label. This is their first of two. This side charted number 7 on WHAT out of Philadelphia, PA, from April 56 for Kid Kilowatt. Here's Cornell Gunther and the Flares with In Self-Defense. Here you go, kid, for you.
If it's wrong, too long to be near you, and to pray that we'll never part, then the only plea is guilty for me in self-defense of my heart. If it's wrong, too long to caress you, in every spare moment I find, then the only plea is guilty for me in self-defense of peace of mind. I confess that I can't resist you, for desire is more than I can bear. Your love and affection is my only protection from a life of misery and despair. If it's wrong, too long to possess you, as heaven above knows I do, then the only plea is guilty for me in self-defense of my heart. I confess that I can't resist you, for desire is more than I can bear. Your love and affection is my only protection from a life of misery and despair. If it's wrong, too long to possess you, as heaven above knows I do, then the only plea is guilty for me in self-defense of my love for you.
Okay, there you go. That is Cornell Gunther. Cornell Gunther and... Whoops. Hold on, Johnny. Here, you're messing up. There we go. Cornell Gunther and the Flares, that one there from April 1956 on ABC Paramount, In Self-Defense. In self-defense of them, that Buck Ram was their manager at the time, and they're sounding so much like the Platters that he was also managing at the time. And that one there going out to listener Kid Kilowatt. We are in the 1956 block. Got a couple more here in the 56 block. Let's fill a request now for Mike Pareto. And I don't know much about this singer. If anybody in the chat room does know anything about this, okay, her name is Jane Baker. Okay, and she only had this one release for the RCA record label. Now, the interesting thing about this record is that, well, both sides of this were written by Clyde Otis, okay? And supposedly, and I don't know if this is correct, but Charlene has that this was first done by Meg Miles in January of 56 on the Capitol record label. But the interesting thing that I noticed is the flip side of this is another Clyde Otis record that I played not too long ago, Boom Diddy Boom, if you remember. It was the flip side of the Pastels record on United, okay, which was If You Put Your Arms Around Me. The flip side of that is a cool up-tempo called Boom Diddy Boom, which is the flip side of this record. So these are two up-tempo sides on this. So I got to do a little bit more research into this. But there is a group backing her up on this, and this is a request for Mike Pareto from February 56. Let's give a listen to Jane Baker is her name. Jane Baker on RCA Records. It's called Sing On, Baby. Here you go, Mike, for you, Jane Baker.
Will I be your light?
Sing on, baby.
In the dark of the night.
Sing on, baby.
If you're ever alone,
Sing on, baby.
my heart is your home.
Baby, sing on.
Oh, darling, darling,
Sing on, baby.
I love you so.
Sing on, baby.
Don't send me away.
Sing on, baby.
Don't make me go.
Baby, sing on.
I don't want no castle in Spain. I ain't to making no wishes in vain. What I need, you've got, and I need that a lot of that love in your heart.
Sing on,
Yeah, that's all that I need,
Sing on, baby.
and I'd give my soul
Sing on, baby.
just to hold the deed.
Baby, sing on.
Oh, love me,
Sing on, baby.
and hold me near.
Sing on, baby.
Please, please call me your darling, your dear.
Baby, sing on.
I don't want no castle in Spain. I ain't for making no wishes in vain. What I need, you've got, and I need that a lot of that love in your heart.
Sing on,
Oh, well, that's all that I need,
Sing on, baby.
and I'd give my soul
Sing on, baby.
just to hold the deed.
Sing on.
Oh, love me,
Sing on,
hold me near.
Sing on, baby.
Please, please call me
Baby,
your darling, your dear.
baby, sing on.
Your darling, your dear.
Baby, sing
Yeah,
on.
your darling, your dear.
Baby, sing
Oh,
on.
your darling, your dear.
Wow, those claps are going on there for a long time. There you go, Mike Pareto. That one there is for you. That is a cool tune there. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Jane Baker. Jane Baker and a vocal group backing her up. That's on the RCA record label, February 1956 release, Sing On Baby. is the name of the tune. Johnny G just going along here with the flow. As we continue here, let's go to Baltimore, Maryland now and fill a request for listener David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. This group, discovered by Henry Stone while he was an A&R man for Deluxe Records, he discovered this group performing in a Miami nightclub and signed them at the time to Deluxe Records, initially recording as the Valtones. If you know that song called You Are My Tender Darling, that was the group's first release, but they would leave to sign with Ben Smith and Bill Bass Gordon's Teenage label out of New York City, and this was their first of two on the Teenage label and the easiest of the two to find. Their second one is a lot harder to find. This tune, written by the lead singer of the group, his name is Percy Cosby, by request for David Vielma from February 56. Let's give a listen to the Boltoneers. The Boltoneers on Teenage Records. It's called Moments Like This. Here you go, David, for you, the Boltoneers.
Oh, moments like this we should hold. Moments like this we should kiss. Moments like this, my darling, we should be in love. Moments like this, we should care. Moments like this, we should share. Moments like this, my darling, we should be in love.
I've searched for you so long, and it seems I can find you nowhere. But my dear, someday I've got to find you, and maybe then you'll understand. Ooh.
Moments like this we should hold. Moments like this we should kiss. Moments like this, my darling, we should be in love. 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 Moments, moments, moments.
Okay, there you go. February 1956. Where were you? I was nowhere. I was nowhere, not yet. I was going to be around in 1958. But that one there, February 1956, by request for David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. That is that's the first of two for the Boltoneers. Boltoneers on Teenage Records. Percy Cosby, he's the lead singer there. Moments Like This is the name of the tune. Hopefully you're liking moments like this here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I'm the only one that does it like this. Okay, so tell your friends about this program, and please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. I'll be back tomorrow evening beginning at 9 p.m. with the continuation of the show. We're going to pick up from 1957. We're almost in the last, I got this last record here before we move into 1957. So thank you all for being here. If you'd like to get a request in on a future Vinyl Treasure Show, email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And if you like what you're hearing, please give me a thumbs up. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request for Ed Brown, as this singer was the lead singer of the Dominoes before he left to become the lead singer of his group called the Drifters. And he remained with the group until July of 1955 when he went solo. Okay, on his label Atlantic Records, of course. So he would leave, and other lead singers came in. You heard the Drifters earlier with Johnny Moore on lead, but there were other lead singers. But he went on to really a successful solo career. And then, of course, he would go to Mercury Records and continue his success on Mercury, too. But Ed Brown requested his third of 17 releases for the Atlantic record label. This tune, written by Joe Shapiro and Lou Stallman, this charted number 6 on the Billboard chart, number 1 on the Billboard R&B chart from April 1956 by request for Ed Brown. In our YouTube chat room, here is Clyde McFadder. Clyde McFadder on Atlantic, and the tune is called Treasure of Love. Here you go, Ed, for you, Clyde McFadder.
The treasure of love is easy to find. It's waiting for you if your heart isn't blind. The treasure of love is not very far. It glows like a fire and it shines like a star. It's stronger than diamond, worth more than gold. This is a treasure that never grows old. The treasure of love is found on no chart. To find where it is, just look in your heart. It's stronger than diamond, worth more than gold. This is a treasure that never grows old. The treasure of love is found on no chart. To find where it is, just look in your
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to listener Ed Brown. That is Clyde McFadder. He was good with the Dominoes. Johnny G messing up. Good with the Dominoes, good with the Drifters, and good as a soloist there. April 1956 on Atlantic Records, his third release, the treasure. Well, it doesn't say the, it says Treasure of Love. That one there going out to Ed Brown. Let us continue now. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York. It got stuck a little bonus record in here. Okay, and this group's recorded for the Joyce record label. They have a cool two-sided 45 called You Left Me back with I Love You, but they're called the Gay Tunes. But someone put out a 45 by them in 1986. They were two unreleased sides, and this is one of the sides, and it features Earl Curtin on lead, and this one. Oh, see I knew the copyright police would come out at this time after 2 minutes and 2 hours and 25 seconds on that record. Okay, that's why I need subscribers here. But anyway, 1957, a bonus track. Here are the Gay Tunes. Gay Tunes on Joyce Records. Well, it really didn't come out on Joyce. Somebody put this out. But Earl Curtin, he is on lead. It's called Plea in the Moonlight. You might like this one, Bill Sheriff. Here you go, the Gay Tunes.
Starlight, starlight, the first star I see in the sky tonight. Sundown, your light sent to me tonight. Please hear my plea in the moonlight. No matter, my dear, if I should never ever see the sun. To me, my love, you'll be my only one. Please hear my plea in the moonlight. I pray to the Lord to send me love, 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 love. Your true love has taught me there is a Lord above. No matter, my dear, if I should never ever see the sun. To me, my love, you'll be my only one. Please hear my plea in the moonlight. I pray to the Lord to send me love, 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 love. Your true love has taught me there is a Lord above. No matter, my dear, I should never ever see the sun. To me, my love, you'll be my only one. Please hear my plea in the moonlight.
Okay, that is an unreleased track there, probably recorded for the Joyce record label. Johnny G, get with it here. And that one there, the group is called the Gay Tunes. I don't know, Mike Sape, why they didn't put that one out there. Travesty, really. Earl Curtin on lead, the Gay Tunes from 1957 on, well, this one is on a kind of like a Joyce kind of look-alike label. It's called Plea in the Moonlight. What a cool tune that is. Should have been released. It should have. Let us continue. We are in the 1957 block. This is the last block of the night here. And this is a flip side request from last week. We played the flip side of this for Amy King, blues singer Bobby Blue Bland. And the side we featured last week was called Farther Up the Road. Okay, on Don Robey's Duke record label, his 8th release on the Duke label. And Dennis Fluharty asked for the flip side here, which is pretty nice here. It's a ballad, and this tune written by Charles Harper and Joseph Scott, who I think is an alias for Don Robey, if I'm not mistaken. And this is with the Bill Harvey Orchestra, and there's a group backing him up on this. They're called the Joe Scott Singers. Now, who are they? But there's some group. Okay, girls, I think. This one from July of 1957, by request. It's a B-side for Dennis Fluharty, Bobby Blue Bland on Duke. It's called Sometime Tomorrow. Here you go, Dennis, for you.
Sometime tomorrow, that it's all over and I can't forget. It's gonna be over, all over, sometime tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow, I'll hang my head and cry. Sometime tomorrow, my broken heart will die. It's gonna be over, all over. Sometime tomorrow. Until tomorrow, I'll dance away all of my fears. Tonight it won't be no sorrow, no heartbreaking tears. No matter, darling, what tomorrow might bring, I know someday you want me back again. Sometime tomorrow, I'll hang my head and cry. Sometime tomorrow, my broken heart will die. It's gonna be over, all over. Sometime tomorrow.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to listener Dennis Fluharty. I like that record. Great two-sided 45. Bobby Blue Bland being backed up by the Joe Scott Singers. Some girls on there. July 1957, Don Robey's Duke label out of Houston, Texas. Of course, also owned the Peacock label and also Backbeat Records. It's Sometime Tomorrow is the name of the tune. Sometime tomorrow evening, Johnny G will be back here only on YouTube. So, to come back tomorrow. Let's continue here. And we are in the 1957 block. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat. And I think, John Cummins, you had this on your request list also. Of course, the Nutmegs would leave Al Silver's Herald label in 1957 and return to a label in New Haven or in Connecticut, where other members decided to go their separate ways, but Marty Kugel, owner of Click Records, wanted to record them. But because of contractual obligations, I guess still under contract with Herald, they could not use the name The Nutmegs, so they had to change it. And they changed it to the Rajas, Rajahs, R-A-J-H-A-S, R-A-J-A-H-S, Rajahs. And they had this one release, okay, and this is the intended A-side of the 45, written by the lead singer, Leroy Griffin. Let's go to November of 1957 by request for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room, the Rajahs with I Fell in Love. This is on Click Records. Here you go, Bill, for you.
Given her
love should be. Now that you're gone, I'm so alone. And won't you forget and come back home? For if your desire should turn to me, for it's just the way love should be.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. See, now the copyright police is like coming out on they were out on the last 3 songs, which is kind of unusual, I have to say. But there you go. Those are the Rajas, a.k.a. the Nutmegs from the Nutmeg State of Connecticut. November 1957, Leroy Griffin on lead, I Fell in Love. That's on Marty Kugel's Click label. There are also some later pressings on Click, a cappella recordings by the Rajas, which I do have in the collection, and actually in the collection that I did get also. Records I really never concentrated on, those records that were issued in the 70s and the 80s. I did not, but now I have them. Let us continue here. We are in the last block here, 1957, and let's fill a request now for Carl Jones, this blues singer, originally from Richland, Mississippi. He was known as King of the Slide Guitar. Okay, first recording for Flair Records, but he recorded for Mel London's Chief label in Chicago. And this record was first issued on Chief, and then I think the masters were sold to Vivian Carter's VJ Records. So it's really hard to find on the Chief label, but I have the VJ press. So, and I collect that Chief label too, but some of those earlier releases are very hard. The 7000 series, 700 through 6 are hard releases. But I had it on VJ, okay, and it actually has 2 on VJ. This is his first of 2. I'm sorry, his second of 2, and first issued on Chief in July of 57, and VJ came out in November of 57. Let's give a listen to Elmore James and his Broom Dusters. This is by request for Carl Jones. It's called It Hurts Me Too. And the song, and that's the name of it. Mel London wrote it, the owner of the Chief label. Here you go, Carl, for you, Elmore James.
Stick to him like glue.
Okay, that one there going out to listener Carl Jones. That is the sound of Elmore James and his Broom Dusters. Does it say that on the label there? I think it does. I have it on the VJ record label. The first press comes out on Chief Records, November 1957. It Hurts Me Too is the name of that tune. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request for listener David Milfred in our YouTube chat room. This is a B-side of a 45 by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. I played the flip of this, I don't know for who, but somebody requested it, the side called Teenage Love. And this was their 6th release for George Gollner's G record label. And I don't know about that info there, Charlene. But this is with Jimmy Wright and the orchestra, and of course all of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers 45's great two-sided records. They all are up-tempos and ballads. This one is a ballad from January 57 for David Milfred in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Teenagers with Paper Castles. It's on the G record label. Here you go, David, for you. Okay, there you go. The sound of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers there. That one there going out to David Milfred in our YouTube chat room, January 1957. Paper Castles is the name of that tune. That is with Jimmy Wright and the orchestra on George Gollner's G record label. My favorite tune by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers is a song called Share, if you know that tune. And then I like I'm Not a Juvenile Delinquent also. I'm not. As we continue here on a Saturday evening, thank you all for being here. I hope you would consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyltreasure show. Copyright police are out there. It'd be interesting if they come out on this request, as we fill a request now for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. This duo, okay, were ex-members of the Squires that recorded for Larry Mead's Vita record label. And Bumps Blackwell, he was instrumental with them signing with Art Roop's specialty record label. And they are Don Harris and Dewey Terry, a.k.a. Don and Dewey. They had 7 releases on the specialty record label. Now, Adrian requested their 2nd release. Now, you may know this song, okay, from, 1963, late 63, it was issued on the Montel label was a big #1 national hit for Dale and Grace. They had a big hit with this record. Okay, but this is the original version, which charted number 41 on KUDL out of Kansas City, Missouri, from August 57, by request for Adrian Viterbo. Let's give a listen to Don and Dewey with the original version of Leaving It All Up to You. Here you go, Adrian, for you, Don and Dewey.
I'm leaving it all up to you. You decide what you're gonna do. Now do you want my love, or are we through? I was a fool in the past. Might have known it couldn't last. Now do you want my love, or are we through? My heart in my head, I don't understand. What have I done wrong? I worship the ground you walk on. That's why I'm leaving it up to you. You decide what you're gonna do. Now do you want my love, or are we through? Are we through?
There you go. That one there going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of Don and Dewey. Don and Dewey. That is Don Harris and Dewey Terry, August 1957. Their second release for Art Roop Specialty Records out of Los Angeles, California. Leaving It All Up to You is the name of the tune. And I'm leaving it all up to you to email Johnny G with some of your requests at vinyltreasures@aol.com. They are out on Johnny G. You got to click those hearts, although I don't think they're going to know this one. As we fill a request for, wait a minute. As we fill a request now for Gary Spring, this singer, born James Walker on August 13th, 1921, in Helena, Arkansas, and but you know him by his stage name, Jimmy McCracklin, singer, pianist, songwriter, mainly a blues singer, but his career spanned 7 decades, beginning in 1945, writing almost 1,000 songs, believe it or not, recorded over 100 songs, and releasing over 30 LPs. And his 45s began in 1951 on the Swing Time label, but he recorded on many labels during his career. Peacock, Modern, these are West Coast labels, Peacock, Modern, a Premium, Mercury. Those were in the fifth, and Irma, which is what this release is on. And in the 1960s on High, Chess, Art Tone, Imperial. But this is on Isaac Neal Jr.'s and Bob Geddon's Irma Records, which was out of Oakland, California. And this is a song he wrote. This was his third of 4 on Irma from January 57. Let's give a listen to Jimmy McCracklin and his Blues Blasters. I think that's what it is on the label. Yeah, his Blues Blasters. And the song is called Savoy's Jump. And this is going out to Gary Spring. Here you go, Gary, for you, Jimmy McCracklin. Well, they like that tune there in the YouTube chat room. That is the sound of Jimmy McCracklin and his Blues Blasters. And he has 4 releases on this label. I think I'm missing one of them, if I'm not mistaken. But this was, what did I say? This was his third release, his third of 4 from January 57 on Irma Records. Savoy's Jump is the name of the tune, and that one there going out to Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. We got, I got what, 4 more 45s to go here before we sign off. And let's fill a request for listener Dennis Fawcett, just left a little earlier, missed his request here. This great tune by this group out of Mount Vernon, New York. They had 9 releases for Al Silver's Herald record label, and this is their debut single. When this record first came out, the group was called the Mellow Tones, but they quickly had to change it because there was already a Mellow Tones group in existence, okay? So they had to change it, and they became the Mellow Kings. Now, this tune written by Billy Miles. You may know Billy Miles. He had a hit with a song called The Joker on the Ember label. But this one came out in April of 1957. I'll show you my Aunt Mary bought this record, okay, when it came out. This is my aunt's, and look at she did not take care of her records. This is my aunt's original copy of the record. You see it? She used to write on the label, it's got center damage here. I'll show you that in the I'll give you a close up of that. But this is her original record. Okay, trashed. I can't get rid of it. I cannot do it. I'm keeping these records. Anyway, but I got a nice copy here on the first press. It features Bob Scholl on lead from April of 1957 by request for Dennis Fawcett. Here are the Mellow Tones, Mellow Kings on Herald Records, their debut single and their biggest hit. The song is called, and you gotta hit your hearts on this. The song is called Tonight. Here you go, Dennis, for you, the Mellow Kings tones on this one.
Tonight, when I'm holding you so near. Tonight, would I give if I could hear those three little words that would thrill the heart of me. Just whisper, shh, I love you, and we'll eternally. Tonight, more than any time before. This heart of mine seems to need you so much more. The touch of your lips, the thrill of your embrace, keep saying that no one will ever take your place. While looking up above, I wished upon a star and prayed for a blessing from above. Well, if my wish should come true, until our life is through, I'll have you near to have to more than to love. Well, tonight, may never reach an end. I'll meet you so till you're in my arms again. With all of my heart, I declare with all my might, I'll love you forever as I love you tonight. Love you tonight. Tonight, may never reach an end. I'll meet you so till you're in my arms again. With all of my heart, I declare with all my might, I'll love you forever as I love you tonight. Love you tonight.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for Dennis Fawcett. That's the sound of the Mellow Kings, but I showed you the first press there. I have that on a stock copy as Mellow Tones also, but it's not clean like that. April 1957, the debut single there for the Mellow Kings on Herald Records, Tonight. I showed you my aunt's copy, but you got to understand, Johnny G did the damage on that record. I mean, my aunt did the center damage, but she never put her records in sleeves. She just put them in boxes. And, you know, they get shuffled around, and especially with me, okay, I broke a lot of her records. I remember she used to scold me. I can't get these anymore. You can't break the records. I can't find them. Don't let me play with these records, Mary. You never should have done that. But anyway, so that is Bob Scholl on lead. Now, my aunt met him, okay, she was with her girlfriends in some Mount Vernon bar, somewhere in Mount Vernon. They went to Mount Vernon there, and he was at the bar, sitting at the bar. And she told me he had a space between his teeth. So she was talking to him about, I guess, his songs or whatever. And anyway, it was unfortunate, though, that Bob Scholl, he would die in a horrible accident on August 27th of 1975. Okay, he was struck by a 17-foot pleasure boat while he was crabbing offshore in the Great South Bay in Babylon, New York. And he was, I guess, he was using a snorkel, and he was, I guess, you use your feet to go clamming, was it crab? No, it says crabbing. I thought it might have been clamming, but I think it said crabbing. I don't know. But he had a mask and fins and looking for crabs and suffered multiple head injuries, and he died 3 days later. He was 37 years old. So that was a horrible, tragic accident to a great singer by the lead singer of the Mellow Kings. We got 3 more 45s to go here. I'm going to this is a great record, I have to say, this one here. All right, I'm going to play 2 songs back to back. It's the same song by the same group, but someone issued an alternate take, and it's different. You have to listen to it. I didn't know this until it came in the collection that I got, of these reproductions. But the original, came out on Johnny Vincent's Ace label. Okay, and the group is from Columbus, Ohio, and it's their only release. They're called the Supremes. Okay, and the instrumentation group is Huey Piano Smith and the Clowns. Okay, and they were the house band for this group. And it came out in July of 1957. The lead singer of the group, his name is Forrest Porter. Okay, and this song did chart. Okay, charted number 3 on WMRY in New Orleans, Louisiana. Of course, Forrest Porter also would go on to be a member of the Four Pharaohs. I'm going to follow it up with an alternate track. Okay, and I don't know if there was any information on this. Charlene, I just told her to list it. So I'm going to play the original, and then somebody released an alternate track. So who knows when it came out? I don't know. But it's an interesting difference in the song. But this is how it originally came out on the radio back in July of 1957. So let's give a listen to the Supremes. Not Diana Ross and the Supremes. This is a male group. The Supremes on Ace. It's called Just For You and I. A bonus track. Here you go.
We have never met, no way that most lovers do. I'll always be waiting for someone like you. Everybody knows I have friends who are very sweet and true, but now I'm done, yes I'm tired of loving everyone but you.
Darling, when the dawn comes up and the moon rolls by, I count each and every star, just wonder where you are. While the moonlight sings a lullaby, darling, just for you and I.
Each time I pray, I see visions of you. But when I awaken, all I have is an each and every star. Just wondering where you are. While the moonlight sings a lullaby, darling, darling, just for you and I.
It's almost the same, but not quite. They're two. You heard the original the way it came out on the first play, and that's the one they held back. They said the other one was the one they wanted to release, and not that one there. So you got a twin spin sort of there by a group called the Supremes from July 1957. They were out of Columbus, Ohio. And that song, Just for You and I, a record that I voted in that 1957 Relic survey, was one of my top picks, like Mike Sape mentions in the chat room there. And then you just heard the alternate version. And that is like, I don't know when it came out, maybe sometime in the 80s or something. And the flip side is cool on both of them also. Maybe we'll do a flip side. Well, it's just, but anyway, but that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show on this August 8th, 2026. Want to thank you all for tuning into the program. I apologize for being late. Hopefully I shouldn't be late tomorrow, even though I'm still looking for a couple records. I got to see if I can find them. But I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program. Again, if you would like to make a request on a future Vinyl Treasure show, you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Tell your friends about this. Share this video. We need to get more subscribers so I don't get these gremlins that are out here. They've been here for the last, I don't know, maybe half hour or so on the records I've played, because eventually they would shut me down. It came with that Treasure of Love record because that was a hit, and so they're going to recognize that, the AI. But I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Charlene, for your help on this program here. And I'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube, only on YouTube. We're currently live on Oldies and More Radio. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening. And we're going to close the show tonight with another request, this time for listener Joe Shacatano. Now, this record came out in 1978. And you know this group. They're Earl Lewis and the Channels. And Val Shively put this out on his King Tut label, which was out of Philadelphia. They actually have 2 releases on this King Tut label. And I never knew about this until it came in the collection. And Joe, I saw it was a request for Joe Shacatano. Well, Earl Lewis and the Channels, they kind of came back into the mainstream back in 1971 with their tune called Gloria. Came out on the Channel label. Gus Gossert used to play that record a lot, and it became like a hit back with the revival in the 1970s. But they continued to record. They did this one in 1978, our closer, by request for listener Joe Shacatano, Earl Lewis and the Channels on King Tut. It's called I'm Sorry You're Gone. That's going to do it, folks. Johnny G is gone. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, which will be tomorrow. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, Joe, for you, Earl Lewis and the Channels.
cry. You know, I don't blame you for saying goodbye. Maybe someday, maybe some way, you